Okay, so when I first bought the motorhome, my daughter was coming out from North Carolina with my little grandson. And so it kind of worked out. We saw this for sale, they were flying in, and we wanted them to have a place they could stay and feel comfortable while they were in California. So it kind of started out like that. And then because my daughter and my grandson were here, we wanted it, it had the dark brown cabinets and it was, looked vintage, and we wanted to kind of update a little so it'd feel a little better for them. So the first thing we did is paint the cabinets white, and so my daughter helped. My little grandson, he's 2, he even got in there with the little paintbrush. He was totally into it. We basically wanted to bring the outside in with this RV. And then as we started, we realized we had a table left over from our van build. And so the table had the colors of this RV. So we went ahead and brought the table in, and then we worked our way out from the table. That's really how it all started.
Hi, I'm Bobby.
Hi, I'm Chris.
And this is Sunny. Okay, so Sunny is a 1990 Suncrest motorhome, 33-foot long. We have picked this thing up and done a little bit of refurbishment on it. The outside has basically been the same as it was when we got it. I think the previous owner took very, very good care of it, kept it garaged and kept it really clean. Only has 33,000 miles on the engine. It's got a 7,000 watt generator. We'll show you all that stuff in a little bit, but all the components on this thing are cherry and working really, really good. Sunny's got an awning on it. It's a brand new one, and it actually matches the same colors on the outside. Looks very, very awesome when it's all opened up there, but it's like brand new and in functional condition. One of the great things about Sunny has a lot of storage. So this is one of the compartments here. All of the compartments, storage compartments, have the green AstroTurf on it, easy to clean, take care of. But this is one storage compartment here. Okay, another storage area right here. This is one of the bigger ones. Got a double shelf in here. Plenty of places to put all your outdoor lawn furniture, tables, chairs, anything like that. You can even put an outdoor grill in here and pull that thing out of there. So lots of storage in this. So right in here we've got LP gas. This is where it's a 10-gallon gas tank in here, so for the propane. And that runs the heating in the stove, the range. Everything in here is run off the propane as far as cooking goes. Back here we got a ladder that goes up to the top. There's some storage up there in the back of the RV. Around the top we've also got 2 AC units that are in here to cool the unit down. Right here we've got a double hitch for towing. You can also put your bikes in that thing, tow something, and then put the bikes in there as well. So that's another great feature. This is unleaded gas, so it's a gas engine that we have here. Another storage compartment on the back side here. Really cool about this thing here is we actually have an outdoor shower. So you can actually take this, hook this right up into here, and then you've got a shower for outside to wash off. You get out of the beach or anything like that, so clean yourself up. This is a hot water heater here, so heat the hot water up. Got your potable water goes into here if you want to hook up while you're at an RV lot. And then here we've got the generator, 7,000 watt generator. It's only got like 4,000 hours on this thing, so it is in really, really good working condition. It'll power the whole unit once if you're unplugged from shore power, so it's a really good feature there.
Okay, so welcome to the inside of Sunny. He's our vintage little time capsule. So we kept a lot of original features in here. Sunny has all the bells and whistles. As a Suncrest RV, it's not like a brand you hear of now, but back in the day, this motorhome was it. We wanted to really stick with that, keep all these original features, but yet modernize it, bring it up to 2021. And so on the outside, it looks 1990. On the inside, it's all brand new. It's a little bit farmhouse because it does have the shiplap that's popular in the farmhouse. And the minute we started adding white paint, the whole thing just brightened up. I mean, we have the mountains in here and the sun, and we wanted that warmth to bring back into this. So we brought a little bit of brown and yellow back into it, and just all kind of worked. Okay, so right when you walk in the door of Sunny, the first thing you see is this couch right here. So this couch actually has a lever down here. You pull it out and it makes into about a full-size bed. So this would sleep 2 people or 1. The table area sleeps 2, probably kids, small kids, and then the back is a full king-size bed. So this is a really cool feature. We ended up covering it with a futon cover, and that way you can always change it out. If someone wanted a different color in here, they could always change it. But this is like really nice quality, and it just kind of started pulling the solid colors into this motorhome because there's a lot going on in here, right? So, but this is a great couch, and you can swivel the front seats. So you can kind of swivel around and have a whole dining room, living room area all right here in this section. Up above the couch here, these actually had doors on them, and we removed the doors, and we actually have the shelves at the house that we haven't put back in yet, but it's almost like we made it into a display area just because with the doors on, it just felt heavy and made the space feel smaller. So we wanted to open it up a little bit. And we actually have LED lights in the back of here. So when you put the shelves in and you put your things on there, it'll be backlit. You'll have LED lights in here, so it'll light up this little space. And so that way it's more decorative, like a house. You know, you kind of want to bring like a house feeling into an RV so you don't feel like you're in an RV. So that's what we ended up doing there. And we kept the doors just in case someone really wanted to put the doors back on at some point. But it really does feel so much more open without the doors there and just having that space there. Okay, so if you look right here around the door, when we get to the back of the RV, we start calling Sunny, Sunny, before we actually made Sunny's headboard, which is the sun, because it is a sun crest. So the name Sunny just happened to fit, you know, and it just kind of looked like a sunny, I don't know. But the back, we did a large sun headboard, and we had some leftover sun rays. So we ended up cutting the sun rays to fit around the door, and then we put epoxy resin on them, painted them the same color as the sun, and just framed out the doorway in the rays. So kind of like brought the sun color up to the front, again, trying to just kind of piece it all together. So since it's one big space. So this VCR is original to the RV. The controls are up here. If somebody wanted to upgrade that further, but we just like the vintage feel. So we kept the VCR in the space, and there's the original TV in the front, and everything works. If somebody wanted to buy this and said, could you put a DVD player in there for me? We could put one in there as long as it fits. So in here, the kitchen and dining room is all one space. And if you look down for a second, the original floor was carpet, linoleum, and then carpet. And instead of like separating it like that when we renovated it, we just did the wood floors all the way through the entire RV. So, and then we added on the front kick plates, we added this, it's like a laminate tile look to just kind of bring the black and white colors through the whole thing and just break it up a little bit and give it a little bit of flair. The dining room area. So as I said, this table right here was one that we made for one of our van conversions. This had a bigger table that actually did not fit in the slots below to make a bed. So we had this table sitting in the garage, and we brought it out, and it is the exact fit for this space. So you just remove the pole, lift it up, lay it down right here, and then the cushions lay down. This makes into the bed. Like I said, probably a small kid or two small kids could sleep in this area right here. This table, as I said, it had the colors in it that we wanted for Sunny in the first place. So it's got kind of the gray, the black, the white. When we started building our van, this no longer matched the van. So we went ahead and just took it out of the van. We went a whole different route in the van. And then, like I said, we just put it in here, and it's like, wow, this is it. And literally built the entire interior coloring around this table. I call it the drunken rainbow because it's like the resin kind of did this rainbow. See, it's like a rainbow. Do you see that? But it's like a rainbow that's all squiggly. Because, you know, when we just start doing this resin art for our van builds, and resin kind of does what it wants, right? So you can heat it and move it and what have you, but when it's all said and done, it kind of goes where it wants. So it just turned out, we love the way that turned out, and we could probably never replicate that. We could try, but that's really what brought all the color in. So we went ahead and recovered these seats with this brown pleather. This color is the same color as the outside of the RV, so it just seemed like the perfect fit. This right here is the actual material that was on here before. I know it's beautiful, but but yeah, so this is what we covered. We took this off, and then we did this. So the whole motorhome was this. So it was this and brown cabinets. So you can imagine how it looked. Yeah, so The cool thing is that because this motorhome was stored inside and it only has 33,000 miles on it, the stuff is like brand new. Everything was like brand new. It's just that's the style from 1990. Okay, so these were these ugly shelves. I don't know any other way to say it, but they had these little spindles in front, which, you know, we thought about keeping because it was kind of that vintage feel, but it just wasn't working. So we waited and waited and waited to do these shelves. There's two of them. And when we finally did, it's like kind of everything around it was almost complete. And we were just kind of like, what can we do to this to modernize it and bring it up? So we ended up, I cut all these mountains and Bobby sanded them down, and then we stacked them up here to give it some depth here and then put them in the bag. I love how that turned out. Like, we were so excited. And then if you see, this is the shiplap wall I was talking about. And we painted this the same color as the front. If you look at the front of the RV, we actually took the leather from the front to Lowe's and had the paint made the exact color as the front. And then this is a whole separate piece. So this whole shelf was out, and then we put the shiplap in the back of the shelf, and he lined it up where it actually looks like it's the wall, but this is actually a whole separate entity. We can move over here to the kitchen. The countertops in here were laminate, like you see in all motorhomes. It was just a laminate countertop. So what we did is we actually painted the countertop white, and then we did epoxy resin over the top. And then what we did is we pulled the colors from the dining room table into this, so it's kind of gave it like a marble effect over here. We even did the sink covers come off, and we did the same thing over here. So we just wanted this all to blend together. We did the stove cover, so then, you know, when you want it to be all one solid piece and you don't want your stove exposed, you can put this on top and you can just cover it right up like that. So it just kind of made it all one solid piece. So this is just an extra extension of the counter. So if someone, you know, if you were entertaining or if you're cooking and you need a spot, or doing dishes and you're cooking over here and you want your dishes to sit here, I mean, you can use it for anything. You could also sit over there and sit your drinks and snacks and what have you on it. So we took that out and matched it up with the rest of it, so it'd be like all one solid piece. But it's funny because we didn't even know that was in there. It just looked like a little pop-up. And then finally we pulled it out. We're like, what? Look at this cool thing. So that's the cool thing about getting these older motorhomes. They got all these cool little features in them that it's like a little surprise around every corner, right? Okay, so up here we have, this is the microwave. This is original. We did not replace this because it works great. And my daughter was in here for several months before we renovated it, and she was cooking full meals in this kitchen. So microwave works great. This is the range hood up here. I'll take this off just to show you the stove. So it's a gas stove. There's propane outside that you just pull up and get filled up at wherever you get propane, like the RV park or what have you. Here's the oven. And when we got this motorhome, we bought it in November. And then she used it for a few months, and then we started the renovation. But everything was just brand new. I mean, really, it's like, did these people ever use the motorhome that we bought it from? Because it was just so immaculate. Okay, so in the kitchen, you've got these two upper cabinets. You have a cabinet up here. There's 4 drawers right here. So you got all this storage. You got the cabinet down here where you can put all your pots and pans and all your cooking stuff. It really does have a lot of great storage. This down here, this is also storage down here below the stove. So that's another great spot to put things. Moving over to this side. So you have 3 cabinets up here above your dining area. So there is a lot of storage. So not only do you have all this storage, but you have an entire pantry in the kitchen. So this motorhome has more storage than any motorhome I've ever seen. And you know, we're usually doing van builds and traveling in a van. So you come in this, you're like, wow, we've got so much space in here. So let me show you the fridge. Look at that fridge. So it's got a great, really nice size fridge, right? It's got a full freezer in it. So you got all this storage up here. Yeah, so we have really nice size fridge and freezer. Really nice, especially compared to a van, right? Okay, so right here we have the pantry. So you're still kind of part of the whole kitchen area here. And right here is where it kind of turns into the bedroom and the bathroom right here. And there's actually a pocket door. If you come over here, there's a pocket door where you can separate the front from the back. Right? So if you need your privacy back here, got the front full of kids or something, you got the door back here. Sunny's got a nice sized bathroom in here. If you take a look, it's got a full shower, sink, toilet. If I come over here in the shower, you can see that it's full size in here. I got plenty of space. And this is a brand new shower head. It actually has LED lights in it. So when you shower, the water comes through, the LED lights go on. And then this filters the water. So it's got a nice filtration system. And you can also mount that on the wall, or you can spray it down. It actually has this bottom in it where, like, my grandson would take a bath down in there, right? Because it's got like a big pan at the bottom where you actually could give a kid a bath down there. Not a grown-up, but a kid. So it's really nice, and it's got a big skylight in here, so it's bright. Okay, so we have the cabinet up here above the sink, and there's a lot of room up here for whatever you need for the bathroom. It's a really nice size cabinet. Woo! The sink here, we actually did the epoxy resin on these counters. On the sink, we did Rust-Oleum tub and tile. And the sink, and like the sink color was like a little off colored. So we redid it white so it's nice and fresh. There's a cabinet down here. These are actually shelves for the shower we need to put up. Painted this lower cabinet black. We've got the toilet. It's actually a really nice sized bathroom. Okay, so over here we have a closet. So this is a really nice closet for all your clothes. It has a rack up top for hangers. It's got 2 drawers down below. You could put your shoes in there. And this is a really nice size closet. Okay, so there's 2 small closets over here. These also have a place to hang your clothes at the top, and you can put things at the bottom. There's one on each side of the bed. Okay, so right here, this little shelf, this is how the RV came. And it's like a little shelf you can sit a TV on, or if you want to sit your drinks here at night, or whatever you want to use it for. But originally it had another one of the TVs like in the front, so you could lay in bed and watch TV. So that's what that was for. And we could have done something else with it, but we thought it was kind of fun to have this right here. And it is original, so we kept it. Okay, in the bedroom area, there are 6 upper storage cabinets. So there really is a lot of clothing storage for a motorhome. Okay, so back here in the back, when we bought Sunny, Sunny had 2 twin beds, and Bobby built a frame at the bottom to hold a king-size bed. So this is a brand new 6-inch memory foam mattress. Okay, so when it was twin beds back here, there was a big cabinet right here, and the cabinet came out as far as I'm sitting, and then there was a bed on each side. So when we removed the cabinet, we knew we wanted to fill in the space right here where the cabinet had been, just because you could see where the cabinet had been there, even with paint or anything. So we actually made this light up above. Can you see the light? Do you see the light? Okay, so we actually did, Bobby made a frame, and then we painted it blue, and we did the blue and the different color resin, and it has a remote on it, so it has LED lights around it. And when you lay in bed, you hit the remote and the LED lights come on. So it's like you're laying in bed looking at the sky. So it kind of looks like the earth or outer space or the sky, it could be whatever, but it just looks really cool. And we wanted something cool when you lay here, you look up and you see the sky. But when we were kind of pulling this all together, we knew Sunny needed something special. And because everyone started calling him Sunny, he just took on this persona as his name. And if your name's Sunny, you kind of need a giant sun inside. And so we actually put this white shiplap on the wall. And then these I actually drew on some wood. And then I took the jigsaw, cut them all out. So we cut this out, the sun, and then we came in here and taped them up. And then we kind of moved them closer and further away. And then we put it up and we stood back. We were just like, wow, Sunny has the headboard. So, and we put it up so if you do have pillows, Like, you know, if you have a regular bed pillow and stuff, you'll still be able to see Sunny. So it's glued up and then it's nailed up, so it's all solid. And then we were just kind of like, I had bought the letters to write Sunny's name in here because we like to do stuff like that. And that just kind of seemed like the perfect place for Sunny's name. So that way, no one will ever forget his name is Sunny. You know, you can't park a motorhome on the street in California. So we have it sideways across our driveway right now. And that's probably not going to work out. So we've decided to put Sunny up for sale, and in hopes that someone will see this and go, I have to have this. This is so amazing, because we kind of built it that way where it, you know, it was special, not just like, oh, let's just do shiplap and whatever, you know, just all these little features. So, you know, that the person that got Sunny, not that I'm emotionally attached or anything, but the person that gets Sunny will walk in and go, wow, I have to have this, and really appreciate, you know, the thought that went into this to create all this inside, because we love it in here. I mean, if we had somewhere to keep it, I would keep it. Sunny is ready for an adventure. And how awesome to just camp in this and go out exploring and then come back in, get up and watch the sunrise, watch the sunset, and hang out with Sunny.